Hello and welcome to our 57th unboxing video. This is just going to be a really short one to get some stuff moving and on the shelf, and the window's open, so if you hear anything outside, it's just the people moving around. I'm Eliza.
I'm Amber.
And we have 2 DVDs, some books, and some audiobooks. Want to do a DVD? Choose a DVD?
I guess I'll choose this one. This is The Guardians. France, 1915, men on the battlefield, women on the home front. That probably says it all. It's a movie.
Looks good. 3 Identical Strangers. This is a movie about triplets who were separated at birth and raised by separate families, and then it turned out this was actually because of a fun, and I would say somewhat unethical science experiment.
Is this a documentary?
It's a documentary.
Yeah,
you can see the 3 of them on the back, and then they met when they were older.
That must just be, I can't even imagine. A book by Kate Atkinson called Transcription. She's a really well-known, it takes place in 1940. Protagonist is 18 years old.
I have something to say about this.
World of espionage.
I am a huge Kate Atkinson fan. I really loved her book Life After Life, and I love her mystery novels, case histories.
Those are her other books.
And I personally always listen to them on audio. I just particularly like her on audio. I don't know if we have. Maybe we'll get the audiobook, but yeah, amazing writer. The Husband Hunters. Kind of hard to see the picture, and the subtitle is American Heiresses Who Married into the British Aristocracy. This was totally a thing where American families would make a lot of money and then decide they want a title, and so they would marry their daughters into British families who needed money and had a title.
Huh.
Yeah. I feel like I've encountered it mostly in historical fiction, but this is looking at real life cases.
Educated, I think that we already have this. Are we replacing it?
So it's one of those books. No, I don't think we have it on audio.
Oh.
We just have the book, and it's just one of those books that's sort of like picking up in popularity. It's just getting more and more popular, and I noticed that there was a big waiting list for the audiobook.
Well, now we have one.
The Tangled Tree, a radical new history of life.
I don't know. What if the tree of life is not a tree? That's weird. DNA.
Molecular biology. Huh. Wow, so it sounds like there's some sciencey stuff and then also a lot of history stuff and maybe some sort of social stuff about the implications of what this means.
Yeah. If You Leave Me, I'm pretty sure we have this book. Now we have the audio.
It's takes place in Korea, and I think it's a family drama. Communist
Korea. Yeah, what she said.
Here, I'll do another book. We'll alternate. Maybe we'll get a match. I thought we would get a match, but so far we haven't gotten a match. Vince Flynn, Red War, and this is a Mitch Rapp novel, and it's sort of a thriller.
An Unwanted Guest. I'm certain we just recently unboxed this. It's a thriller. Cozy mountain lodge. No one's getting away. Yeah, I recall
Creepy. That. The Last Book. I Know You Know. That is a creepy title, and this is by Gilly Macmillan. She wrote God Girl Out, The Perfect Girl, What She Knew. So these are sort of suspense type things. It's kind of, the titles kind of sound like Gone Girl, and
they all sound alike.
And then also her name is kind of like Gillian Flynn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
But I haven't actually read any of the books, so I don't know how similar they are. But they do seem like maybe they're in a similar mold.
They're all in similar molds. But if you like it, it's a good mold. When the Lights Go Out by Mary Kubica, and we have this one also. Mm-hmm. It's a thriller, emotionally charged thriller.
It's good for that, to have an audiobook where you're like really want to keep listening.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Whistle in the Dark, a novel by Emma Healey. And I actually just barely read this. I read the print. I didn't listen to the audio, but it was really good. And it's about a family where the teenage daughter disappears for several days and then reappears, but claims not to remember where she was. And it almost seems like it is going to be a Gone Girl style, like, what happened?
Were you not going to read that one?
I was like, oh, the kid disappears, but then I read it and it was so worth it. And but it's not really like a whodunit. It's much more just about like the family relationships and the relationship between the mom and the daughter, the sisters, and I just really liked it a lot.
It's a good review. Last one, Elin Hilderbrand's The Perfect Couple. I'm pretty sure we have this one.
Yeah. Now we have the audio. Elin Hilderbrand, super popular at the library, and maybe out of all of the sort of like beach read types books, she's the only one that I personally just really like. So
I've never read her or listened to her, but now we have her.
They're just like fun to just dive into. There's lots of times there's a lot of like food descriptions.
Okay. I like that. We're all done. That's everything.
Bye.